There's a rhythm to the wild, a whisper in the wind, and sometimes, if you listen closely, you'll hear the story of a creature so deeply woven into the land, it seems born of the earth itself. Meet the African wild dog, not your average canine, and certainly not one to be underestimated. They're fast. They're fierce. But beyond the fangs and the speed lies something far more profound, a society built on loyalty, compassion, and resilience. Before we dive into the 10 most captivating facts about African wild dogs, take a moment to subscribe, like, and share this video. It helps us bring more of these wild stories to life. And don't forget to drop a comment below with your favorite fact, or maybe just a paw emoji to show your love. Also, check the video description for insightful resources on pet care and fascinating wild facts we couldn't fit into this video. Now, let's run with the pack. 1. African wild dogs are the most efficient hunters in Africa. While lions may get the headlines, wild dogs get the job done. With a success rate of over 80%, they're the top hunters on the continent. Why? Because they plan. They coordinate. They run as one. Imagine a team where every member knows their role, trusts each other completely, and gives everything for the good of the group. There's a lesson here, for business, for friendship, for life. 2. Each wild dog has a unique coat, like a fingerprint. No two African wild dogs look alike. Their mottled coats of yellow, black, brown, and white are as individual as a snowflake. In a way, nature tattoos their identity on them from birth. It's a reminder that even in the wild, uniqueness is celebrated, not hidden. 3. They're born with big ears and bigger hearts. Those oversized, satellite dish ears aren't just for show. They help the dogs hear over vast distances and cool their bodies under the blazing African sun. But it's their emotional intelligence that stands out. Wild dogs mourn their dead. They comfort the injured. Compassion isn't a human invention, it's a wild instinct. 4. They vote, with sneezes. Yes, you heard that right. When a pack needs to decide whether to go on a hunt, the members literally sneeze to vote. If enough sneezes are heard, the decision is made. It's democracy in the savannah, primitive but powerful. Leadership doesn't always come from barking orders. Sometimes, it starts with listening. 5. Packs are ruled by an alpha pair, but they're far from tyrants. Unlike some animals where dominance means oppression, wild dog alphas lead through respect and cooperation. They eat last. They look after the pups. Their strength lies not in fear, but in service. It's leadership that uplifts, not suppresses. How many of us can say the same? 6. They care deeply for their young, and each other. When pups are born, the entire pack becomes a childcare unit. They feed the young, protect them, and even let them eat first at a kill. Imagine a world where the smallest and weakest were always prioritized. In the wild, compassion isn't weakness, it's survival. 7. Their hunts are masterclasses in teamwork. Wild dogs run in silence. They fan out, communicate with subtle signals, and execute complex maneuvers to outsmart prey. Watching them is like witnessing a well-rehearsed ballet, except this dance decides life or death. They remind us that true success doesn't come from individual glory, but from collective effort. 8. They roam vast distances, over 1,500 square kilometers. African wild dogs are nomads, constantly on the move in search of food and safety. Their lives are shaped by adaptability. In a changing world, they teach us that flexibility isn't just a skill, it's survival. 9. They're endangered and disappearing fast. Fewer than 7,000 remain in the wild, scattered across fragmented habitats. They're hunted, misunderstood, pushed aside. But if we can learn from them, perhaps we can learn to save them. Because every lost species is a lost story. And these dogs still have so much to teach. 10. They are nature's forgotten philosophers. Not with words, but with action. Through loyalty, empathy, and selfless cooperation, African wild dogs embody values we strive for. They don't build empires, but they build bonds. They don't chase fame, but they chase together. In them, we see the truth. Survival isn't about being the strongest. It's about being together. In the end, perhaps the most powerful lesson these wild dogs teach us is this. In a world that moves fast, the strongest packs are those that care the most. If you found this story stirring or insightful, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who loves animals or needs a reminder of nature's quiet wisdom. And be sure to explore the video description for more on wildlife, pet care, and wild facts we couldn't fit here. Until next time, stay wild, stay curious, and never stop learning from the world beyond your window.